now at 11. Candlelight and community. A vigil for fallen police officer Brian Elliot.
But I just believe the Lord wants you to know he won't put no more on us than we can bear. I said, Lord, we give death so much power, but wonder if we would come together for life.
Tonight we'll show you the flickers of hope lighting the dark sky in Beech Grove. Plus, for the first time since a driver was sentenced for a crash that killed 2 young kids, their mom is breaking her silence.
Weather impact alert tomorrow due to the threat of severe weather. I'll have the timeline in your Thursday forecast.
And it was an unbelievable story with a somehow more unbelievable ending. The abduction and rescue of Elizabeth Smart.
I just remember him hugging me and crying and just saying over and over, Elizabeth, is it really you?
Tonight, I sit down with Elizabeth for a conversation you'll only see on 13 about family, faith, and moving forward. Thanks for inviting us in. It's now 11 o'clock. Tonight, we are following 2 big stories. Hundreds of people gathering for a vigil honoring fallen Beech Grove police officer Brian Elliot. Our Alex Almanza was there tonight. We'll hear from Alex in a moment. But first, a weather impact alert. Angela's tracking a severe threat tomorrow. So let us know what's going on there, Angela.
Scott, it looks like we'll have a couple waves of storms, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, all modes of severe weather in play. That means large hail, damaging wind, and we can't rule out a couple of tornadoes. Weather impact alert for our Thursday. The timeline early in the morning, early half of the day, chance of hail-producing thunderstorms, and then the chance of rotating thunderstorms start early afternoon and will continue through the evening hours. Level 2 out of 5 threat. Have several ways to get warnings, especially if you're going to be on the go tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Here's the outline of that risk area, and here's the timeline with Future Track 13 showing that complex of storms early in the day. Be sure to check in with Matt. Some of those may produce some hail, and then we'll wait on what develops across parts of Illinois. This brings the threat of damaging wind and rotating thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon.
Angela, thanks so much. Tonight, Beech Grove is honoring one of their own. Officer Brian Elliot was killed in the line of duty about 48 hours ago. And now, under candlelight, Alex Almanza shows us how this tight-knit community is now displaying what it means to stand together.
Well, the support for the Beech Grove community is ever growing as these candles are lit, each one representing the community coming together, all in support of each other.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
There's strength in numbers here in Beech Grove. Everyone's a neighbor. No one grieves alone.
Even if it's just making sure we can hold a door for someone or dropping off cookies on Saturday, like letting our neighbors know that we're here for them and specifically the family.
Was lost.
Wednesday night's vigil honoring Officer Brian Elliot is just the beginning of what many say will be lasting tributes to a well-known and well-loved husband, son, and neighbor.
On behalf of Aaron and the rest of the family, they hear you. They see you. They feel the love and support. Brian was all about lifting other people up and helping them.
While the family says they can feel the love, the community made sure they could see it.
We just hate to see things like this. I mean, we all know it's a possibility, but we hate to think of it. You don't like to talk about it.
In the crowd, there were future officers watching closely, men and women preparing to wear the badge, like DeMarcus Smith-Rinks, currently attending the academy with IMPD.
I moved to Beech Grove years ago. My dad and my family, they took me in, but this community also welcomed me in with open arms.
For many here, that strength comes from something deeper.
Tonight is a hard night, but I'm so proud we came forth as a community.
A community learning how to heal together.
And that's the question that a lot of community members are asking now. How do you even move forward from something like this? Well, for some, faith and family at least make it a tad easier. In Beech Grove, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
Community members also gathered today as a procession escorted the body of Officer Elliot from the coroner's office to the funeral home. People stood along the 8.5-mile route, paying their respects and showing their support for Officer Elliot, his family, and fellow officers.
He was under me. Yeah, he was very bright. He was always doing something fun, and he was such a sweetheart too.
Leaders in Beech Grove have not yet announced plans for Officer Elliott's memorial service. We're going to pass that information along to you just as soon as we get it. And our coverage of Officer Elliott's life, service, and sacrifice continues online. There you can find any developments in this investigation and information about how you can support the Elliott family. We've got it posted for you right now. It's over on WTHR.com. An Indianapolis man is spending more than 7 decades in prison for causing a crash that killed 2 children while he was fleeing from police. Now, for the first time since that sentencing, we're hearing from the mom of those 2 kids. Our Logan Gay joins us live from the newsroom tonight. And Logan, you asked her, what's next for the family?
Yes, Scott. Well, Jack Botter told me that's an incredibly hard question to answer. She says there's no real moving on from something like this. It's something you carry. But she says there is a sense of relief knowing the man accused is no longer on the streets and can't hurt anyone else. The past year has been an uphill battle for Jack Botter and her family. The mother of 2 and her fiance has spent months in and out of court following the trial of the man who fled from police in a stolen car and crashed into the family's car, killing 2-month-old Iris and 3-year-old Aries.
A lot of holidays don't really feel worth celebrating.
Botter's fiance Shadow survived the crash, but was severely injured. Through the pain and loss, they sat in court and watched the judge sentence Adani Pettis to 74 years in prison.
We're really happy with how trial went. Felt so difficult because we did all the things and now we have to put it in the past, and that just doesn't even feel real.
A reality now filled with memories of what should have been.
And I do wear their ashes most days. I have like a little necklace. I often go through like old videos and pictures so like I can remember their voices.
Walter says Pettis spoke before sentencing, but his message didn't move them.
There's nothing that can excuse stealing a car, getting high, running from the police, and just making bad decision after bad decision. And we lost everything because of it.
If life had unfolded differently, Aries will be getting ready to turn 5. Iris will be almost 1.5 years old. And while the future looks different than they imagined, one thing remains constant.
Our children are on our minds every day, every minute. And it's just an even bigger reminder of just everything we've lost and what we don't have.
While the family went through Pettis' court proceedings, Iris and Aries' great-grandfather, Mark Botter, was shot and killed by police outside the Hendricks County Courthouse. State police say he was outside the courthouse and fired at least 1 shot toward inmates arriving in a transport van on a day Pettis was originally scheduled to be in court. Jack says through it all, they're just working to navigate another difficult chapter.
Logan, thanks so much. 3 of the 5 people charged in a Delaware County murder case just appeared before a judge to face additional charges. Investigators say the victim was burned alive inside of a car. Our Rich Nye had his camera in the courtroom today and shares those new developments tonight.
The body of 58-year-old Michael Greer of Shelbyville was found in a burning car in rural Delaware County on December 14th. A woman who lives near where the car was dumped took this photo. 5 people were already facing murder, arson, kidnapping, and other charges. Then the prosecutor filed additional charges against all 5.
We received copies of those new charges.
Yes, ma'am.
The victim's family tells me Greer was in a relationship with Amy Singhas. Her new charges include conspiracy to commit murder.
Number 1, battered Michael Greer. Number 2, stomped Michael Greer in the head, back, or shoulders. Number 3, traveled to various areas and locations prior to the death of Michael Greer in an attempt to find a place to hide the body.
Court records say Greer was beaten and shot at this house on Vermont Street in Indianapolis. But an autopsy indicates Greer was still alive when the car was set on fire an hour away in Delaware County.
Randall Bruce Moon Jr.
Randall Moon Jr. admits in court records to driving the getaway car. Another new charge says the group destroyed evidence by burning clothes and shoes with blood on them.
Amir Saponte.
The attorney for Amir Saponte wants his client evaluated for competency to stand trial.
Mr. Aponte's been able to answer my questions, been able to proceed, understanding for asking questions as well. Is that still your request to have him evaluated?
It's still my request, Judge, because I got a phone call from one of Mr. Aponte's relatives and talked to him for a while, and I think that's probably the best choice.
Hasn't had a problem at this point in time understanding what's going on. So let's set it for a hearing on that issue.
The competency hearing is scheduled March 12th.
Meantime, one of the 5 people charged in this car fire murder has already been found incompetent to stand trial at this time. Megan Sloan's case is on indefinite hold. In Muncie, Rich Nye, 13 News.
Tonight, IMPD is revealing the final version of its 5-year strategic plan that could reshape policing in our city. Former Chief Chris Bailey introduced that proposal last April, and now his successor, Tanya Terry, is finalizing it. The police department hired local consulting firm Taylor Advising to help gather input from more than 1,500 IMPD employees and nearly 3,000 Indianapolis residents. All that input led to 3 main priorities: health and professional growth, community safety and trust, infrastructure improvements.
This strategic plan represents not only the goals of IMPD, but also the priorities of the people who serve this city and the community we are sworn to protect.
Chief Terry added that she's focused right now on reducing violent crime, plus recruiting and retaining officers to help reach all of those goals.
Timing rain and some severe storms in the Thursday forecast, and when we turn colder and flurries looking ahead.
It's been more than 2 decades since Elizabeth Smart's abduction from her bedroom in Utah.
I was chained up, I was held captive.
Tonight, my exclusive conversation with Elizabeth Smart as she talks about surviving brutality, building a life, and now supporting others. That's next.